Hello. I see they've made you listen to the introductory lecture I did a bit ago. Yet you're not making as much as a fuss as that other D class did. I like you. I'm going to call you Michael. I hope that's okay with you, Michael. Is it okay if I call you Mike for short? Lovely. So, Mike, today's lecture is going to be on SCP-002, affectionately called the living room. So sit back, Mike, and do not interrupt me. Item number SCP-002. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-002 is to remain connected to a suitable power supply at all times to keep it in what appears to be a recharging mode. In case of an electrical outage, the emergency barrier between the object and the facility is to be closed and the immediate area evacuated. Once facility power is re-established, alternating bursts of X-ray and ultraviolet light must strobe the area until SCP-002 is reaffixed to the power supply and returned to recharging mode. Containment area is to be kept at negative air pressure at all times. Teams including a minimum of 2 members are required within 20 meters of SCP-002 or its containment area. Personnel should maintain physical contact with one another at all times to confirm there is another person present, as perception may be dulled, skewed, or influenced by proximity to the object. No personnel below level 3 are permitted within SCP-002. This requirement may be waived via written authorization from 2 off-site level 4 administrators. Command staff who issued such a waiver must be escorted by at least 5 level 3 security personnel for the duration of their contact, and must temporarily surrender their rank and security clearance. Following contact, command staff will be escorted at least 5 kilometers from SCP-002 to undergo a 72-hour quarantine and psychological evaluation. If deemed fit for return to duty by psych staff, rank and security clearance may be restored when quarantine expires. SCP-002 resembles a tumorous, fleshy growth with a volume of roughly 16 meters cubed or 2,000 feet cubed. An iron valve hatch on one side leads to its interior, which appears to be a standard low-rent apartment of modest size. One wall of the room possesses a single window, though no such opening is visible from the exterior. The room contains furniture, which, upon close examination, appears to be sculpted bone, woven hair, and various other biological substances produced by the human body. All matter tested thus far show independent or fragmented DNA sequences for each object in the room. Refer to the Mulhausen Report, document 00.023.603, for details related to the object's discovery. Reference. To date, subject has been responsible for the disappearance of 7 personnel. It has also, in its time in the facility, further furnished itself with 2 lamps, a throw rug, a television, a radio, a beanbag chair, 3 books in an unknown language, 4 children's toys, and a small potted plant. Tests with a variety of lab animals, including higher primates, have failed to provoke a response in SCP-002. Cadavers as well failed to produce any effect. Whatever process the subject uses to convert organic matter into furnishings is apparently only facilitated by the introduction of living humans. The following is a brief report detailing the discovery of SCP-002. Subject was discovered in a small crater in northern Portugal where it struck the Earth from orbit. Encased in a shell of thick rock, the fleshy exterior of the object was exposed by the impact. A native farmer happened upon the site and reported his findings to the village elder. Subject gained SCP attention when a level 4 agent posted in the area detected a small radioactive anomaly generated by the object. A collection squad of SCP security personnel, led by General Mulhausen, was immediately dispatched to the area, where they quickly secured the subject in a large container and performed initial testing with subjects recruited from the nearby village. 3 men individually sent into the structure subsequently disappeared. Upon discovering this deadly property of the subject, General Malhassan issued a Level 4A termination order of any witnesses, roughly 1/3 of the village, to ensure no outside knowledge of the object, and initiated its transport to SCP facility. During preparation for transport, 4 SCP security personnel were inexplicably drawn inside the object, where they too immediately disappeared. Following inspection, it appeared as if the object had grown several new furnishings and was beginning to look like the interior of an apartment room. General Malhassan immediately ordered the requisition of several Class 3 hazmat suits for the remaining security team members, who proceeded to lift the container onto the waiting freight ship for transport to the SCP containment facility. There is a lot of data expunged now. However, one thing we are sure of is General Malhassan was terminated, and this is just after that. Following the termination of General Malhassan, SCP-002 was resecured by SCP staff and brought into special containment in where it currently resides. Staff with clearance below Level 3 have been denied access to the SCP-002 container without prior approval of at least 2 Level 4 staff after the Malhassan incident. Honestly, I do believe that this is probably one of my favorite SCPs. Can you just imagine a whole apartment which is made of flesh and bone, sitting on your fleshy sofa watching some fleshy TV or listening to the boning tunes from the radio? It'd be great. I really wish that I could get inside this thing.
Okay, enough of this bullshit.
What did I say about interrupting me? You're lucky that you 2 bastards are behind glass.
Are you satisfied?
I guess I'm satisfied. As long as you're satisfied, Mike. Look, I like Mike. Could I put in a request if possible? From now on, I only want Mike at my lectures. I want to pass my knowledge on to him. And if you put anybody else in that chair, I'll rip their fucking face off, okay?
Let's see what we can do, but this is enough for now. Session terminated 27 minutes past 1 in the PM.
Lovely. Well, Mike, I hope you've enjoyed your time with me today, learning about the living room. Next time I see you, I'll be teaching you all about SCP-003, affectionately known as the biological motherboard. And remember, Mike, if you're going to go out kicking and screaming.